Hello. Hello. Happy Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday. Happy whatever day it is. I hope everybody is doing well. Today we have our normal shenanigans. I'm gonna do some dailies, and then we're gonna go into endwalker, and then I'm gonna cry, and it's just gonna be what it is. We are going into a very loaded, emotionally charged thing when we get into endwalker today. Are we good? Oh yeah, we're so good on tomes. Okay. Oh, fun. I have not been here for a minute. Also, we're running things on Astro because I'm paranoid that I am gonna cap out Sage before it is before we're done with the MSQ. So yesterday we did stuff on tank. Today we're doing it not on tank. Oh my god, I feel so slow. Alright, here we go. Alright, and we'll heal. Totally remember what I'm doing on Astro. That would be a correct statement. I forgot how good the music is here though. Alright, we pop a regen. Is it just, oh, it's just this guy, okay. Nice. Alright, we got our star. God, the Shadowbringers combat music is so good. I love it so much. I don't remember what to do here. So you take it. Wait, I don't understand. I guess that works. Alright, we just do big heals. Dinosaur. I don't think we want to give our mud balls to the guys. I think we just want them to go in the whirlpool here. Give them a shield. A little bit scuffed, but we'll take it. Pretty sure when I was here before, which was during the MSQ, which had been the only time I was here, pretty sure I was on DPS. So this is a little bit of a different experience. To say the least. Nice. Let me go down, and let me go down. Then we don't stand in the AoEs. That is key. We are getting a lot of ranged cards. Nice. Okay, this one, there's something, I don't remember. crowns. Lady of Crowns, I think, was overkill there, but that's alright. Rather overheal than underheal. Okay, we get these. These guys are really cute though. I love them. Bum, 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 bum. We get the slide. I tried so hard to not get hit. It did not work. But that is okay. Nice. Alright, I think this is the last portal, if I remember correctly. Okay. Alright, let me just AoE these guys. Hello, Fearsome. How are you? How's your night going? Your Zila is roughly 2 times as powerful as mine. You gotta catch up. Well, I say catch up. I have pretty much exclusively been funneling things into my Zila. She is definitely where the majority of my resources are going in the game. But she's so strong. It's kind of nuts. He needs to get her gold artifacts. Honestly, that made such a that makes such a big difference for everybody. Like, just because you jump so much in power just from getting 5-star artifacts, even if, like, the stats aren't exactly what you would want, it's still such a big increase. I will say, so there's like a lot of things I think that are really good quality of life improvements in Star Rail over Genshin. Relic farming is kind of boring. Like, it's easier in that you can just like auto farm, but it's so much more expensive. And I'm just like, I don't know. I wish it was, like it didn't cost as much resin, and I wished it like re-rolling your artifacts for different sets didn't cost as much either, because that's like a lot, but it is what it is. I hate it, but I also understand it. Yeah, I just like, I don't know. So in Genshin, when you are doing the artifact farming, if you're going into mains, it's just 20 resin per run. Not, is it like 40 in Star Rail? Like, it's so much, like, even that is so much more expensive. It is a little nuts, though. Alright, we're gonna have explosions soon. There we go. Nice. Oh no, our monk. I don't. Oh god, I don't remember this. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, this is fun. Alright, we got one more. I think didn't Ohio like officially drip market Kafka as being on the next banner? I think I saw somebody talking about that yesterday. So that's exciting. Next banner? Yeah, I think so. What does that even mean? So after Jing Yun would be Kafka, if what I saw is correct. I have not fact checked it, but I saw somebody talking about it yesterday. Alright, let me stay right here. Nice. And we got a level. Heck yeah. I will take that. Let me just check. So, assuming that that is correct, that is exciting. It means she'll be here way sooner than you thought, too. Which means we'll probably be able to get her. I don't know if I need to. I'm just gonna put them in the armory chest and let the game tell me if I can use them. Not worried about that one, though. The answer is no. Okay, that's fine. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, it might be on their Twitter. That's usually where things are drip marketed for Genshin. Well, I mean, I know that there are other places, but that's generally where I see them. Okay, Honkai Star Rail official Twitter. They did post Kafka and Blade, so maybe they're coming next.
Let the rebels begin.
Oh fuck yeah, I love this one. I did the wrong thing. I got too excited. Don't mind me. Somebody's name is Tokyo Drifts. I love that. God, the music is so good. They honestly outdo themselves, I feel like, every time. With all the music.
The seas part for we alone.
Everybody made it out. Nice. Alright, give that card.
The seas part for we alone.
Part of what I really love about this one is that, like, Susano just loves combat, and I feel like they make that, like, really apparent, and it's so fun. Like, he is just having the time of his life right now. Alright, we can put on our side. Also, I love this, like, look at how tiny we are and how giant he is. I love that perspective. Also, I have a lot more respect for tanks now after tanking this, and you just have to keep mashing the button because it's an active time maneuver, which I did not realize until I tanked this. Alright, everybody made it. Nice. Easy peasy.
Resilient souls, I salute you. Earth and stone at our beck and call.
Alright, we got these. Nice. Put on our sword.
The seas part, for we alone. Such ferocity.
Nice.
Twas a memorable dance indeed.
I love that fight. It's just so fun. Not to mention the music. Music also A+. But the fun parts, you know? Oh, this is less fun. Hi. I've never healed this. Well, maybe I have. I don't remember what class I was on when I did this before, but this will be interesting. The music also slaps on this one, though. Alright, we got... what do we have? 3 melee DPS, 1 range. Alright. I'm just gonna follow the group on this one. Because I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh god. Oh god. Hi. I'm just gonna get right up in his face. It's gonna be totally fine. Okay, Riptide goes that way. And then where's the wave gonna be? I don't know if it needs to be over here this far. Okay. Okay. Nice. We lost a lot of the stage, but that's fine. Okay. Got it. We gotta go over here. Okay, we got the stage back. Nice. Okay. Okay. We got it. Oh, wait. I don't know what I have. I have a danger Dorito. That's what I had. Okay. We should probably put down our sword. Are we good here? Okay. I think we got this. When in doubt, go towards the person who is jumping because they probably generally know where you should be. Oh no! Oh gosh, that was going so well too. Alright, we're gonna get our white mage out. Nice. Cool. We got this. Oh, that was not ideal. We might. I don't know if healer LB3 is the play. Might be. Just to get everybody up. Oh no! We can't LB3 if our healer's not up. Heck. How much HP? Because it's 20%. They might have it. I don't know. We'll see. I do really love, because this sounds like it has a lot of nods to like the Leviathan music from the original raid, the original fight. But it's also completely different, and I love that. Like, this goes so hard. Oh no, it's just the monk. 14%. Ah, heck. Okay, okay, take two. Alright, we come over here. Oh wait, did I not actually put down my star? I didn't put it down. I'm so sad. I thought I did. Alright, wait, time. We are good. Okay. Alright, so middle is safe right now. And he drops the puddles. Oh god, I'm so sorry, friends. Then we come all the way over here. put down our slow. Okay, okay. I think we got this. %, halfway there. Okay, then we want to be over here. We can raise. I don't know, every time I do Celestial Opposition, I jump, and I'm not sure why. I don't think it adds anything, but it is a thing that happens. Alright, and then we're over here. Alright, not mid. Nice. Nice. Okay. This is fun. Oh gosh, okay. We're just right here. Okay. We're good. Alright, and come all the way over here. Alright, let me do that. That is not exactly where I wanted to pop the star, but I think it'll be fine. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I think we got it. Alright, and right here. Alright. Yeah, we got this. Easy peasy. Hooray! We're just rolling on all of it because this is what we do. I didn't think we'd get like all of it though. That's wild. Not what I was expecting. Alright, I'm gonna give these to our retainer, and then it's time for emotional pain. I hope we're all excited. Alright, yeah, she gets all of those. And then while we're here, we can just put these up on the market board. And then it's emotional pain. Right, that goes for that. It's a little bit more. Nice. Okay. What do we wanna... I don't know what to wear for this. Yeah, we can just wear the Makai. Oh, except for those boots are white mage only. Okay, never mind. This one works. Are we ready for this? I don't think we're ready. I don't think I'm ready for this. But we're gonna do it anyways. Even though I don't think I am emotionally ready for this. Right, I don't have to change any of my gear. Oh, I do. Oh, these look so good. What the heck? I love those. I like the other ones too, like when they're put away. 'Cause they're pretty small, but those are pretty good. Stardust, and not a moment too soon. The skies over Garlemald are ablaze, but it's events on the grounds that concern me. As you will have heard, your fellow scions arrived ahead of you. We cut the customary greeting short after we received word from our troops on the Magna Glacies that the Forum's airship had landed. It was then that the heavens began to burn. I dispatched your friends at once to ensure the refugees come to no harm. I would have you join them immediately. Additional support is en route, but we will discuss them later. I trust you are ready to depart. I guess this is ready as I will ever be. Not really ready at all. Earlier on the Magna Glacies. Oh, yep, sky is definitely burning. That is for sure.
No. No. We were promised an escape. Not the same you failed.
I shall not meet my final days here in this blasted waste. Calm yourselves. Your panic is our greatest enemy. Come, we must build a line of defense.
To be fair, I don't think anybody is listening. Or to be honest.
How?
Leave the fighting to us, Father. You must lead the people to safety.
You tell him, Alfie.
I can handle this pair. You?
Hi,
Tend to the
Omega.
refugees.
How are
Let us
you?
be about it. As you wish.
Wait, do we get to... wait. Hello, streamer. I have no audio, but I'm working hard to pay my chat tax. You don't have to pay... You don't have to pay a chat tax. I'm just glad you're here.
See to the wounded.
Help is at hand.
Also, this is kind of fun. Like, we're playing as a sage right now, and Alpha knows the sage. Very fun. Although his diagnosis feels faster than my diagnosis, but that's fine.
Leave it to me.
Okay. Oh wait, does he have a... There we go. How the wounded? We healed all the wounded.
Those who can stand, come with me.
Oh, I was doing the damage over time. Okay, I get it now. This is, much better. Alright, now we gotta calm them.
Easy now. Deep breaths. You're safe now.
Okay, we got this.
Worry not for the refugees, but for yourself.
Alright, we got this. I want to like press the buttons in the order that I have them on my bar, but it is not the order that they are in here. Oh, oh. Okay, we got this. We can do it. Alright, we dodged. Alright, this side first, and then this side. Ah, I press. I'm doing the thing again where I'm pressing the buttons where I would have them, not where they actually are.
But not hard enough!
Okay. I'm greeting for damage. I shouldn't greet for damage here. Nice.
Help! Someone, please!
What?
That is a very big eyeball monster.
I don't want to die.
Forward! Let not a single fiend escape!
Who is that?
Wait, that's... Euless and the army.
It's Euless.
So, you've recovered then? In time enough to be of aid. For once.
I'm so happy to see him.
We can speak of it more later. For now, we must fight! To repay your salvation in kind, or with better! For Garlemald has her pride! Of that I've no doubt.
Is he?
Of all possible saviors, the Imperial...
Is Fortuno like even a little bit proud of Alphino and Alizé?
Oh,
I really hope so. Oh, speaking of,
I had hoped to take all of them down at once.
Think a withdrawal might be in order?
Oh, sod that. You know who would never abandon these people to their fate. To be devoured by their former friends. That'd be beyond cruel. These beasts must fall here and now.
Well then, I'd say it's high time we threw caution to the winds.
So long as you spare me the heroic sacrifices. Now, let's go!
Okay, here's the thing though. I don't know how to play Red Mage. So I'm not sure how it's gonna go for Alice. We are... Okay, ma'am, I don't understand your job. I'm so sorry. I really don't understand it. Okay. I do like the Red Mage spell effects though. They are very cool. Oh, hi. Hi. You, sir, are very large. Ow. Why do I have aggro? I don't want aggro. Oh, a rain of meteors. That's fun. It's exactly what I want.
Today.
Rifts! Hello, hi, hello, hello. I'm not panicking. Everything's totally fine. Welcome, thank you for the raid. How is everybody? How is the rest of your stream? This is a very stressful thing that's happening. Oh, why are you going to that one, Graha? Why? Okay, so Lenny's going there. This is fine. This is fine. My internet dropped, so I just decided to call it. Oh no, I'm so sorry. It sucks when the internet doesn't cooperate. But if you need to go, like, eat or check your internet or get water or rest or anything, do what you gotta do. Hello everybody who came over from the raid. If we do not know each other, my name is Stardust. I am maybe normally not always this panicked. This is a very stressful thing that we're going through in the game. Why are there so many of those? I am a variety streamer, but I get focused on games, so we mostly do a lot of 14 right now. Just gonna stick by where Graha is. And we've just started Endwalker for the night. With this very fun, not stressful at all fight that we're doing as Alice currently.
As they say, turnabout's fair play.
How am I supposed to... Oh, I have a limit break button. Okay. Am I supposed to limit break now? Or holds it. Oh, that looks so sick. I've never actually seen the Red Mage Limit break.
There's not the barest trace of ether. Maybe there really is no way to bring them back. Thank you for saving our lives once again. I remember you from Purusha. You helped us there too, didn't you?
Ah, you're from Palaka's stand. I'm glad you're still in one piece. Or you will be, once I see to that injury of yours.
I forgot she can heal too. For some reason I thought it was just Alphino.
Look out! Get out of here! Quickly!
Wait, was he always a paladin? I thought he was like a white mage. I'm so confused.
This will be a brighter future! I won't let a madman's apocalypse ruin everything we've fought to achieve!
Get it together, Alize. You're embarrassing yourself. And in front of father, no less.
But, I mean, you're also
You might
injured.
never measure up to our champion.
It's no, you don't have to measure up. She's so strong.
But we ask too much of her as it is. You mustn't let Eorzea's hero fight alone.
If I knew there was gonna be a dramatic walk-in, I maybe would have chosen a different outfit, but this works. We can work with it. Outfit is fine. I'm back. You've done well in my absence. This is precisely why you should never skip your squat regimen. I'm not gonna say that one. We're gonna go with the middle one. I do like this outfit. I didn't know what to wear for this.
I can look after myself, you know.
Everything's in order, I trust?
You might be a little cold though, just a smidge, but I'm sure we'll manage. Not like people are suffering from frostbite out there or anything. I know, right? Not like anybody's freezing. Okay, now this time I won't get confused because it's my hotbar. I know what you mean. Don't worry. I got you. I want to be able to see, because they don't give you the NPCs on the party list. I want to be able to see Grafa. Okay, so here, and then we'll move to the middle.
the beginning.
Okay. Salazar's health okay? Yeah. So many lasers. I love it. Oh, hello. Hi, friends. Hello. We're all together. Oh my god. I'm not. I'm fine. I'm not emotional. I'm totally fine. I'm so far from okay. It's okay. We're gonna make it through this together. Oh, what do we do here? I'm gonna go where they are. Okay. Okay. I keep forgetting that since Alvin is also a sage now, he can shield as well. Okay. Good. Well, what am I supposed to do if not heal, if we're both healing? And he's like, but just let me heal. Do you think if I do just let him heal, it'll be fine? Am I following them? Yes.
Now, where were we?
Oh, wait, is the Sinian doing a Dragoon limit break? Is that what that was? That was pretty cool. Okay, we made it through. So much better than yesterday's job duty that we had to do in the story one.
You must board without delay. The ship will depart ere long.
Your offer to host us in Charlian is most appreciated. But will the final days not soon fall upon it as well?
That is a good question.
Your hesitation is not unwarranted. The satrap entrusted me with your lives, yet I have failed your comrades. Nor are you wrong to fear that this corruption will continue to spread. I cannot promise you complete safety, even in my homeland. What I can promise is that I will do all in my power to protect you. That power is not inconsiderable. Even now, my countrymen are preparing the vessel that will deliver us to a sanctuary on the moon. Join us on our journey there. and beyond to new horizons. Come to old Charlian. Please.
We would be fools to refuse such a generous offer made in earnest.
It seems there's a new destination.
Running to grab my salad? Yes, I'm eating. I can feel your scolding look through chat. I'm on it. I don't have a scolding look, but I am happy that you're looking after yourself after streaming. I say as somebody who frequently forgets to eat before
People of
stream.
Radz at Han have known
I
too
am
much
not the
suffering.
best at it either.
The march to Garlemald will only bring them more, short though it may be.
I quite agree. Fortunately, they have you to look after them.
Yes. Well,
Behind you! Just there!
Oh, snap. Why is the tongue so squelchy? I don't enjoy that. Hello, sir? No, you are not invited to this.
Xenos!
Why are you here?
You'll be alright. Hurry to the airship. Why have you come?
That is a very good question.
A heretofore unseen beast. 'Twas ripe for the slaying. Poor sport, alas. Unfit to temper my blade.
Oh, for the love of... You cannot still be on about a rematch.
Of course he is. What else would he be here for?
That is and has ever been my sole concern.
If we have to fight him, though, I'm switching to Reaper because I want my Reaper off with him.
You, on the other hand, are fixated on a different quality.
It's called the end of the world. Does he not? Is he not reading the room? Does he not understand the end of the world is happening, and the yes, we would be more fixated on that than his
Your
rematch.
passion pales before mine. Yet neither hate nor despair seems sufficient to recapture your misdirected bloodlust. So I hone my blade, and I wait.
That's it. That's all you care about.
Yup, pretty much.
Garlemald is in ruins. Our homeland, the nation you rule, is as good as gone. Along with so many of its people. Not just soldiers like us. Not only those who fought and killed for power and duty. Innocent civilians. Murdered by their own flesh and blood. Lost and confused as they breathed their last. While we who survived with our lives and minds intact were left to freeze to death. The Eorzeans tell me all this was your doing. You slaughtered your countrymen. You did! For what?
For nothing in the end. So much wasted effort.
You. You bastard!
For your own sake, Euless, you must control your anger. It will serve no one should it consume you and see you transformed.
Would you be happier had I a good reason?
What?
If my motives met with your approval, would you no longer resent the outcome? If so, then perhaps a beast's skin would suit you better. Duty, honor, morality. All constructs of convenience when put to proof. Surely the war taught you how easily power becomes the tool of the self-righteous. How the people's justice was merely a means to their ends? Yet you would ask me why. Ask any creature of this star and those above for answers, and they will tell you what suits their fancy. And they would be right to do so. What meaning there is to be found in the petty vicissitudes of your existence must be gleaned by you, and you alone. Should you seek it in battle in the fruitless pursuit of my demise, then come. Assume your rightful place as a notch on my blade.
Nope, 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 not a good idea. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do that if I were you.
A blight on the Garlean race. There would be no more satisfying way to expunge it than by beating you to death. But I will not be party to another tragedy. I refuse to lose anyone else because of you. So go. Go! And may we never suffer your madness again!
Okay, bye. Or not.
Perhaps you found meaning in living this way. I cannot deny you found strength. Yet if you only pursue your hedonistic pleasures and pay no heed to the plight of others, then no one will give you the time of day. You will never get what you want, not even the battle you pine for so dearly. You'll be alone for an eternity, and you'll deserve every agonizing second of it.
Okay, bye for reals.
We're ready to depart. The refugee ships will be leaving shortly, but I've asked mine to remain for the time being. There's room enough for you to join me on it, if you wish. Do contain your surprise. I needn't agree with the Scion's methods or intentions to acknowledge that their deeds are deserving of gratitude.
We appreciate the offer. But might I ask why you are delaying your departure? I presume it is not solely for our benefit.
I must visit Garlemald ere we return to Sharlayan. Having caused such an uproar, it is only meet that I explain myself to the Ilzabard contingent.
Allow us to accompany you then. We should be glad to facilitate, given our familiarity with all concerned. If you would like to join as well, Eulus, we can speak of recent events on the way.
He'll be after your seat on the forum next.
To see Zeno standing there, so uncaring and unrepentant, gods, I don't know what came over me. I just blurted out the first thing that came to mind, but looking back on it, I stand by those words. I would say I hope they won't incite him to further villainy, but to be honest, I doubt he even remembers what I said. Anyway, enough about all that. It's good to see you again. And oh boy, do we have a lot to talk about. That is for sure. Those are something. Certainly are something.
No major injuries then. Good. I briefed the recovered soldiers and sent them on their way as quickly as I could, but nevertheless feared they would not make it in time.
The additional support was invaluable. Your men saved more than a few lives. Though not all, I regret to say.
I take it that I'm addressing Lucia Junius. I'm the forum's envoy, Fortuno Leveilleur. And you are owed an explanation for these most dire developments.
Another trial wrought by the final days. I was beginning to suspect as much. You doubtless feel some consternation having been forced to abandon your original plan. But trust me when I say you were right to send the refugees elsewhere. Beasts have been sighted within the capital. Perhaps it was a stroke of grim fortune that the population was decimated beforehand, as they've yet to appear in any great number, but in time. In any case, Maxima leads the remainder of the contingent in an effort to cull the creatures and evacuate the populace as we speak. Once the airships have taken to the skies, I pray your men can be persuaded to join him.
You'll permit us to retain our weapons?
I wouldn't have sent you after the Scions were I expecting you to stab them in the back.
And I, for one, would not consider past transgressions more relevant than future contributions. Regardless of the circumstances that saw us at odds before, we need men of courage now, more than ever.
We swore to defend Garlemald, and so we shall.
It seems you have everything under control. You will excuse me then, for mine own duties await.
A moment, Master Fortuno. You did desire to express your appreciation for services rendered, did you not?
I did. Though if you intend to again ask that Charlian alter its course, you will find my gratitude insufficient.
'Tis nothing so onerous. I wish to hear the details of this grand endeavor of yours.
Do you swear to listen and to learn, and not to embark upon some scheme to impede us?
I swear.
Any other I would doubt, but you I trust to keep your word. For not once have you broken it. Very well. I will request that the Forum make you privy to our plans. You may await our summons at the Valdesian Annex, assuming the decision is in your favor. Does that suffice?
It does. You have my thanks.
Excellent. You can regale us with tales of your most recent sojourn to the First while we wait.
Oh yeah, because that's so fun, because we had such a super fun, happy time in Elpis, and it's gonna be so fun to talk about all of that.
Did you hear something just now?
You still haven't gotten up yet? Go get your food. Go get your salad. What? She just sleepwalking?
Where is this stars blasted pudding?
That was amazing.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night, and to this bitter clime bring warmth and comfort.
Hi, Ryonje. He's back.
'Tis heartening to see such an assembly upon my return. I thought often of you whilst I looked down upon our star's brilliance from the moon above.
Yes, but what are you doing here? And dressed like that? Aren't you cold?
Verily, I fear for my health should I proceed to expound upon our purpose ere I procure more suitable garments.
I shouldn't be laughing, I'm sorry.
Then allow me to summarize. We're here because none of you lot are up there. Nor has anyone deigned to send word about rude. is
There's
what it is.
there's been a lot
At least
happening.
that's what I thought at first, but then folks got to wondering if you weren't in a spot of bother, so we decided to take matters into our own hands. Come down here and help, if our help be needed. So she says, but it's also something of a convenient execution to visit us here. They made us absolutely marvelous. More so before the impending doom, but still. And it's not like there will ever be a better time. What with the aforementioned doom?
Marvelous, they say, yet not an ounce of pudding to be found. I must suffer Urianger's inferior works no more.
Hey! Maybe consider the plight of present company before you go blathering on about pudding and doom? Ahem. As I was saying, should you require any assistance with whatever, we are at your disposal. We were born from Heidelin's love for the lives of this star, so naturally we would much prefer to see them continue. Twiddling our thumbs up on the moon is hardly conducive to that, though, is it? Not when you've all got such precious thoughts and feelings and hopes for the future deserving of more active preservation. Speaking to Urianger made us realize that while we've carried out our duties to the letter, we've failed to fulfill them in spirit. From there, it was just a hop, skip, and a jump towards resolving to do better. So please, show us how. Help us help you.
I gotta say, this is not something I saw coming.
But are they...
Thy distant collaborators, indeed.
Hail, fellow, well met. You'd be a member of the Forum, would you? It's an honor and a pleasure to meet you at last. I'm Livingway, Heidelin's right paw. That last bit is very important. As am I, if I may humbly say so myself.
I, bid you welcome to our star, Livingway. On behalf of the Forum, I thank you for traveling such a distance to meet us. As you have surmised, preparations for the Exodus have not proceeded as smoothly as we had hoped. I should be happy to personally escort you to our headquarters in Charlian, where you may advise us as you deem fit.
'Twas with reluctance that I set aside the great work of readying the moon for habitation. Be assured that I did so only after the Loperids made plain their earnest desire to come hither, and I myself felt a growing certainty that their contributions here would prove invaluable. 'Tis trite, perhaps, but I followed my heart.
Good to have it be back. May thy disciples banish the starkest of night. It's good to have him back. I'm always happy when everybody's together.
For a time, at least. Nevertheless, 'twas worth the journey to find present company well. Will thou attend us at the Forum and lend thine own wisdom?
I just love putting Ray in the background.
Urianger catches his death. Even I'm freezing out here.
Oh, I dare say you'll warm up quickly once you're aboard the airship. Sat shoulder to shoulder with our fur-covered friends.
Oh, we're just okay. Okay, just zoomed us. We'll take that. I dare say Master Fortuner was as nonplussed as we to learn the identity of Heidelin's lunar custodians, as he will soon discover they have much and more to offer the Forum. Might I suggest we return to the Annex forthwith? We may yet have time to discuss thy recent adventures ere we are summoned to the rostra. And now... Holy... Why are there so many people here? I mean, I guess it's for the new MSQ, which we are definitely not at yet. I can't get over how these weapons look. They clash so much with her outfit. I'm so sad. There are 20 million people here. Bum, bum, bum. Yesterday when we were here, this room was packed. Okay, there's still a lot of people here. It was a lot more yesterday. It's kind of nuts. Not that I'm complaining, Urianger, but I wasn't expecting to see you quite so soon. Nor I thee. In extolling the virtues of Aetherius, I did inadvertently awaken in the Loperids a desire to avert our beloved star's demise. Kryl tells us you have obtained new knowledge that may aid us in our ongoing efforts. I've news to share regarding our study of the ethereal sea, but your findings are certain to be of greater interest, and so I would rather hear them first. So what revelations did Heidelin's Albus flower lead? Oh boy. Oh, that is a loaded question. This is a lot to explain. Then this dynamis is what drives the final days. If it and Mikasa are one and the same, this all but proves Nidana's theory. Were an entity, through sheer force of emotion, to channel this vast dormant reservoir into a raging river, its power might surpass even that of ether. But if our star is so replete with ether, said entity would need to be outside its influence to effectively manipulate the dynamis of the great expanse. Medion. Or rather, the sorrow and suffering of fallen civilizations that she has been hoarding for millennia. Untold anguish and fear and hatred drawn from every corner of the universe, all for a single purpose, the destruction of Aetherius. Then our foe is no longer some unknowable calamity. We have but one aim, to defeat Medion. You make it sound so simple, but you're not wrong. Vanquish Medion and we deliver the world from the final days, but to even attempt it, there are two conditions. First, we must determine her location. Before Medion escaped, an enchantment was placed upon her by Venat, the woman who would become Heidelin. The implications of temporal magics are not entirely understood, and so we cannot assume that our Heidelin and the Venat you met in Elpis are one and the same. Nevertheless, due to her intrinsic qualities as an all-powerful being, I'd wager that Heidelin possesses the knowledge we seek. Whether she would share that knowledge with us, however, remains to be seen. After all, she intends for us to flee Aetherius, not to stay. Do you suppose she has abandoned her pursuit of Medion? The Venat I know would never give up. I think that's very true. That's my impression too. Otherwise, she wouldn't have used me as a conduit for her will or provided clues such as the Elpis flower. I believe she has been waiting for mankind's answer to Hermes' question. So, what's the second condition? We must find a means to reach Medion. Naturally, our chosen method will depend entirely upon wheresoever she has made her nest. Then communing with Heidelin, but must by necessity come first. Did you and Master Matoya have any luck with your investigation into the Ethereal Sea? Sadly not. Though we enlisted the help of Ehrenval and other Echo-blessed allies, we couldn't detect so much as a whisper from Heidelin even from within the anti-tower. Master Matoya is of the opinion that in the years since abandoning it, the Forum has found some other method of receiving instructions from Heidelin. If so, it would most likely be some form of apparatus for observing the Ethereal Sea built closer to home. Sorry to interrupt. We've just received word from the Forum. Your presence is required in the Rostra where they intend to discuss the Great Exodus. Then Father was able to persuade them. They're finally taking us seriously. Let's hear what they have to say. Let's go. Actually, I wonder if I kept... I didn't. Okay, maybe I had a stage weapon I really liked. Is it this one? No, that's the one that we had before. But I might just glam it because I can't, I'm just so distracted by it. And the color isn't right, and I'm not procrastinating. That's definitely not what this is. Definitely not procrastination. Because that would just be silly. Why would we procrastinate in Endwalker? Where do we have to go? Did I miss it? Oh, it's up there. Okay. The forum is in session, and as such, the rostra is closed to visitors. A scion of the Seventh Dawn. Very well, you may wait in the corridor. Of course, entry will only be permitted on the condition you leave your armaments at the door. Lest you forget, the sacred institution holds rational discourse in the highest. The implements of war are expressly forbidden. Well, that's fine. We can live with that. Oh, hello. Hello. Francesca, thank you for following. I appreciate it. How are you? Are you enjoying the emotional pain that we are enduring right now in Endwalker?
There is a matter I wish to raise with you before we enter. We are here to listen and to learn. But if the Forum's plans are more or less what I expect, then I should like to make a proposal that will serve our ends. By your leave, of course.
I don't see why not. Your words and wits have gotten us this far.
Agreed. I will present our queries so that you may consider the most advantageous way to advance your proposal without distraction.
Thank you, everyone.
If I may have your attention, the ad hoc session will now commence. The purpose of today's assembly is to brief the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, at their request, on the Great Exodus. You may enter. On behalf of the Forum, I commend your heroic actions on the Magna Glaciers. We shall not soon forget your service to us and the people of Radzat-Han. The Satrap, whom we have informed of the refugees' new arrangements, sings your praises as well. As an expression of our gratitude, we will endeavor to answer your questions as fully and openly as we are able.
Then let us begin. First, it is the Forum's objective to ferry the life and knowledge of this star to the moon. Am I correct?
You are. It is for this purpose that Sharlayan has labored these many long years. We have collected biological samples and scientific records from across the star. When the time comes, they will be moved from their places in Labyrinthos and Numenon and conveyed to safety. Once that critical task has been accomplished, we will begin transporting the Sharlayan citizenry, which has been categorized into groups. The earliest arrivals are to ensure hospitable environs for those who come after. Following our people, we will send those of other nations in turn, beginning with our allies. Radzat-Han was foremost among these. But since the final days have already come to Thavnair, we saw fit to include the refugees with earlier groupings.
An ambitious plan. You have accounted for the safety of all nations and tribes, then?
As many as we can.
And how, pray tell, do you decide who to leave behind?
To journey beyond the sky is an unprecedented and immeasurably difficult endeavor. Introducing sources of inevitable conflict would condemn all to certain death.
Questions as to the validity of that approach aside, are your plans proceeding apace? We're under the impression that your primary means of celestial transportation is incomplete.
If only in that it does not meet our optimal parameters, that is correct. This Ark, as some have taken to calling it, is fully operational and could be launched even today. However, the final days have progressed more quickly than we anticipated. At present, the ship is incapable of attaining speeds sufficient to meet our evacuation targets. Should we put the vessel into service, as it is now, we will be unable to travel to the moon and back quickly enough to complete the necessary number of trips. Precious lives and knowledge will be lost.
Seven hells. Is there anything to be done?
The ether burner, the primary means of propulsion once the craft is in the space between stars, is undergoing testing to determine whether it can be made more efficient. Though cargo is being loaded for the initial phase of the Exodus, we are prepared to continue our experimentation up to the day before launch, should it prove necessary.
What if the Scions were to solve your problem? We shall help devise a means to improve the ether burner's efficiency, on 2 conditions. If we succeed, you must allow us to meet with Hydaelyn.
'Twas simple enough to deduce. You have a Concord, and so you would never have abandoned the anti-tower had you no other means of communication. One far more convenient, I suspect.
The second condition, also to be met upon our success, is that we be permitted to propose another use for your Ark.
We would be at liberty to refuse this proposal.
Of course. If we cannot prove its merit to the 99 here, who are we to stake on it the lives of all peoples of this star?
Delightful as always, Master Alfino. Oh, we couldn't have asked for a finer plan. Allow us to solve this complex engineering problem of which we were entirely unaware until moments ago. What could possibly go wrong? The satire writes itself. Yet, what field has not benefited from a change in perspective? When we are at wit's end, what we need is not the same dry theories recited ad nauseam, but fresh inspiration. I, for one, have faith in my erstwhile students to provide it, and I find their terms to be perfectly acceptable.
Order! Order! We have no time to waste on debate. I call a vote. All in favor of agreeing to the Scion's terms? "71 in favor, 28 against. The ayes have it. Fortuneau, as the architect of this project, you are the best candidate to show them its current state. And bear in mind that regardless of your personal misgivings, this is the will of the Forum.
Very well.
I call this session to a close. Return to your tasks with urgency. The final days wait for none.
Sorry about not letting the rest of you in on my plan. I was, admittedly, thinking on my feet for the most part. But since we require both a means of communing with Hydaelyn and reaching Medion, in the spur of the moment, I saw involving ourselves with the completion of the Ark as a way to work towards both objectives simultaneously. However, we must first keep our end of the bargain by solving the problem of the ether burner. I'd like to think it is not a challenge beyond our combined expertise, or at the least the expertise of our extended circle of associates. It might behoove us to learn how an ether burner actually works before we attempt to improve it, though. That is true. As instructed, I shall take you to see the ether burner. Meet me outside the Archeon. I trust you can make your own way there. So the Ark is being built in Labyrinthos. Hardly surprising. Where else could they conceal such a massive undertaking? And off we go. Our destination lies in the lower levels. The Forum, in its wisdom, has granted you access to the Archeon's lifts. Step inside and have Awfuline take you to the medial circuit. There's so many of us here. I love it. Hello, friends. You wish to use the lift, yes? Yes. I have sent your associates ahead to Logisticon Alpha on the other side of Merrill Agronomics. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to... No, we can talk. My guy, we can talk about whatever it is you want to talk about, I promise. No, never mind. It can wait. Let us attend to the matter at hand. You know, it won't hurt him to talk about his feelings. He knows that, right? Where am I just missing where I'm supposed to go? Oh no, it's just right there. Okay. Never mind. We're good. I did get all the aether currents for one endwalker zone, but this is not it. Actually, I don't know. Can you fly here? Yeah, you can. Okay, we just don't have it. That is a-okay. One day, I will grab them. And then I'll be able to fly everywhere. I love these little guys so much. They're so cute. Except for I don't want to fight them. I'm pretty sure we have to go in here, but I might be wrong. Oh yeah, just this way. We are to wait here while our father arranges for us to use the next lift. here being Logisticon Alpha, where the atmospheric conditions of Labyrinthos are regulated. Water is drawn from underground and dispersed as vapor, simulating the formation of artificial clouds and rain. By manipulating the temperature and air circulation, they are able to create the ideal environment for the growth and preservation of the biological samples kept here. Hold on, how do you know so much about it? Why, Father brought me here as a child. Why, and left me behind? Actually, you're the one who left me behind when you went off somewhere with Grandfather. The night before, I'd been asking Father how clouds are made, so he decided to show me. It was fascinating. I peppered him with questions the entire time. 'Tis all too easy to take for granted the many interweaving aspects of the natural world, to grow inured to the wondrous. But having gained an understanding of the complex mechanisms employed by the Loporrits in recreating a similar environment, I have come to view such processes in a new light. The subterranean gardens of Labyrinthos, the lunar prison forged to contain the ancient zodiac, the habitations built for all mankind beneath the moon's surface, each unique yet undeniably similar. 'Tis no mere coincidence. Ever since Hydaelyn unfolded to us the grim fate that awaits Aetherius, every essential resource we could spare has been delivered to Labyrinthos in preparation for the Great Exodus. But that is not all. It is also a testing ground for the technologies that will allow us to settle on distant stars. Though the Loporrits have endeavored to make the moon inhabitable, that is not our final destination. Mankind must learn to propagate life where there is none, to thrive where all is barren. Alas, time is not on our side. I have arranged for you all to enter the Central Circuit. It is there that most of our preparations for the Great Exodus are carried out, the construction of the Ark among them. Though our plans have been made public, access remains highly restricted. You, however, will not be subject to said restrictions and will have free rein to come and go as you please. Such was the will of the Forum, after all. We will prove ourselves worthy of their trust. Your trust. Then let us proceed. By decree of the Forum, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are permitted to enter the Central Circuit. Let's go! The Aether Burner is being constructed not far from here. Overseeing the work is Kokol Dankol, after whom the forge is named. Once the necessary introductions have been made, I shall leave you with him to discuss the particulars. This way. Actually, where are we? Where are we going? We're going... I think we have to go down. It is very fun trying to read a map that is not filled in. But I think we're going the right way. I'm just gonna stay on the road because I don't want to I didn't want to aggro these guys. I think this person is like right ahead of me because they have been in cutscenes like already, like the last 3 places that we've come. I feel like it's so wild to see people who are like at the same spot as you in the MSQ and you're like me and you're like way behind.
No, been there, done that. Damn near lost me eyebrows.
Think, Coco, think! We'd be well on our way to paradise. Visionaries patting themselves on the backs for their grand accomplishments if you'd only think!
Yes, that does sound rather lovely.
Yeah! I mean, masterful, you know, what a pleasant surprise. We're not blasting off already, are we?
The schedule remains unchanged, for better or worse. Which is why the Forum has elected to accept assistance in resolving the ether burner conundrum.
Not seen you lot down here before.
There are Archons among their number, but engineering is not their expertise. Nevertheless, the Forum concedes the slim possibility that they may have insights to offer. If not, you are at liberty to return them to the surface, by whatever means you see fit.
I assure you that won't be necessary. Now, about your troubles with the ether burner.
Aye, aye, I'll walk you through it. Suppose I could do with a change of pace. As the name ought to tell you, the ether burner burns ether, ambient or otherwise, and transforms it into motive force. Think of it like a giant bomb that never stops exploding. Even out in that black void where the ether's right sparse, it's strong enough to move our arc. And it probably won't kill you like an actual bomb.
Probably.
But it ain't perfect. According to my calculations, to travel to the moon and back fast enough for the Forum's liking, the conversion rate needs to be 6% more efficient. A measly 6%, you say? But if I could have squeezed even another 0.6 out of it, don't you think I'd have built it that way in the first place?
Hast thou consulted with the Loperids?
Yes, they too are conducting their own research, for lack of a ready answer. The moon's propulsion systems are considerable, naturally, yet they are commensurately massive. It is no easy feat to convert their technology into an efficient means of propulsion for a teeny tiny toy boat, as they say, and as I most certainly do not.
Yes, exactly! Damn it all, I asked for refined adamantite and they send me uppity rabbits with inscrutable, ancient, incompatible technology! You're trying to drive me mad!
Do you speak of Allegan refined adamantite, perchance?
You know of it?
Only in the most general terms, I'm afraid. 'Twas an alloy of Allegan make, but the secrets of its production were closely guarded. As I recall, the record stated it was vital to Dalamud's construction and launch.
Aye, that's the stuff. No material more conductive far as I know. Slotting some ends like blowing up a dam and watching the river of ether come rushing through. Ain't a living soul that knows how to make it though. We were fortunate enough to salvage some for the ether burner, just a wee bit, mind, from a chunk of Dalamud that came hurtling into the northern empty during the calamity. With more, well, that extra 6% efficiency would be child's play. It's a crying shame that we've no other sources.
Surely the many shards of Dalamud scattered throughout Eorzea would suffice. Why not get the refined adamantite from them?
Oh, we tried, believe you me. But only a few specialised pieces would have had any in them to begin with. Drive calls from Ragnarok-class internment hulks. Those are the prize bits we really need. According to the Gleaners, getting to them means delving deep into the shards. And the defences are still very operational and very eager to blow them up. It's rough going in there, even for the cream. Not sure they'd make it out alive.
Weren't we near that part of the Ragnarok when we went to destroy Bahamut?
I don't know because I never finished doing those. I'll take our word for it. You want me to go fetch the wood sits? The White Raven's ghost. Yeah, we can go fetch it. That's fine.
That may be for the best, though you doubtless find the task too dull for your liking.
There are multiple internment hulks in Eorzea alone, so handling this ourselves may not be the most efficient option. Rather, if we could salvage adamantite from the shards simultaneously... Thancred, is the link shell we established before you went to Garlemald still active?
Of course. The floor is yours.
What's all this? Gathering firewood, so to speak. We alone can accomplish little, but joined by others, we may yet build a bonfire to carry us heavensward. This is Alphino. The Scions have need of you.
Understood. I will contact the Lord Commander and dispatch our finest at once.
My sisters are somewhat preoccupied with the final days, so I will lead the 12-Sword expedition myself.
Are you aware of any other sources of refined adamantite?
Logically, such an invaluable alloy would have been utilized solely where absolutely necessary, in components intended to conduct or collect surpassing amounts of ether. Any extant instrumentation or devices would have likely found their way into the hands of etherologists or enthusiasts.
Magical artifacts of Allagan design? The Eastern Alliance will send word to one and all. Are there other ways we may offer aid? No shards of the Lesser Moon scar our soil, but our stake in this cause is no less for it.
Is there anything in Othard that might be of use to you?
What did you say? Oh, you got friends in far places, lad. Anyway, if you're offering, I wouldn't say no to one of those Far Eastern sacred relics. Some of them can hold enough ether to summon a whole damn primal. Combine a source like that with the ether burner, and 3, 2, 1, kaboom!
I gather you heard his explosive enthusiasm. Might you secure us a suitable relic?
It shall be done. I know little of machines, but I promise we will do our utmost to gather the materials you need to finish your starship. I am glad for the work, in truth. Better to busy oneself than wait and fret over disasters foretold.
Then why are we all still standing about yapping? This plunder for the taking. And I'm a born plunderer. I'll be an old Charlian before you know it. Start mixing the grog.
I'm certain that can be arranged. Thank you all, and do be careful.
Just like that.
Aye, just like that. Our refined adamantite is on its way. Now let us consider our next steps, shall we? There's yet much to be done.
Well, even if Alphino's dad isn't proud of him, I'm proud of him. I hope he's proud of him. I think he is, but I can be proud of him for the both of us until we know for sure. Like, until he looks at Alphino and says, I am proud of you, because that's what I want. Is it gonna happen? I don't know. I really hope it does, though. The growth arc. He's so I know I can't remember if I've talked about this before with you, Rifts, but like in the beginning, in A Realm Reborn, I was lukewarm, right? Like I didn't quite I didn't, I don't know. He was not my favorite. To be fair, I was kind of wary of like all the sounds. I didn't quite understand like what we were getting into, but just like the more time we've spent with him and the more we've all grown, and especially Alphino, I'm just like, I'm so proud of him. He's grown so much. And I will be proud of him for his dad if his dad refuses to be proud of him because he doesn't agree with what he's doing. But that is just dumb. So I will be proud of him in his father's stead. Alice is still my favorite, even if she was only in A Realm Reborn for like 5 minutes. Yeah, I also, with her, like, was a little bit, not like put off when we first met her, like outside of the Bahamut raids, but like when she kind of came into the story, but she very quickly like got my whole heart. I love both of them so much. It's times like these we're reminded of how famous or infamous Alphino has become. Who'd have thought he could achieve so much with a single Link Pearl conversation? As we're expecting rather a lot of visitors in the near future, I'd best return to the surface and inform the relevant parties. I also have a contact of my own that might be worth a try. Oh, and who might that be? That's for me to know and you to find out. And on that note, I leave matters here in your capable hands. Best of luck. I didn't realize tonight we were getting a movie, but I am not mad at it, actually. Meanwhile, in Olda, wait, what's happening? Are they getting the final days too now?
Our course of action is clear. We must harvest refined adamantite from the shards of Dalamud and procure arcane relics of Allagan make. Summon the best and brightest of our immortal flames and form an expeditionary party at once. Call upon the Sultan Sworn and Brass Blades for support as you must. Papashan, send word to the guilds. We will require the expertise of master artisans if we are to have any hope of identifying and recovering these elusive materials. Guys, we have need of your stone torches. They are to assist the immortal flames in scouring the ruins and to help secure the surrounding areas. I trust I can count on your support.
As commander of the Stone Torches, my son Zimberk will personally see it done.
Pippin, I would have you lead the raiding party. Assemble your finest, and with Chizona's blade clear the way. Lord Lolorito, I pray you take charge of the search for Allagan relics. Surely you know of some being traded on open or clandestine markets, or sleeping in collectors' vaults. Of course, I ask not that you do this out of the kindness of your heart. By all means, profit on the transactions. I wish you the joy of it. The final days descend upon our world. If circumstances are truly as dire as they say, Uldar's best efforts may be for naught. And yet, when we Eorzeans rose from the ashes to rebuild our broken realm, did we not learn one simple truth? That which seems all but impossible to overcome alone may yet be possible if we stand together.
Welcome back, Hephaestus.
It was the Scions who united us then, and it is the Scions who call upon us now.
What is your confession today?
Eldar will answer that call. We will summon our courage and join the fight for our world's future. You know your duties. I Nanamo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of all, bid you good luck and Godspeed.
Hello, Smooth. How are you? In the Black Shroud. I'm good. We are doing endwalker stuff as usual. And things are happening. I'm actually an alien sent from a distant galaxy sent to your galaxy to understand why humans would spend money on digital waifus. Because they are hot?
Number, but our ranks are heavy with healers, and an abundance of restorative magics will be of little help in destroying Dalamud's defenses. Still, it has ever been thus with Gridania. We must steel ourselves for a protracted engagement.
In that case, might I suggest taking us along?
Please.
Commander Hext, what are you doing here?
None of the shards in Girabania are big enough to hold an internment hulk. So we said to ourselves, why not lend our neighbors a hand? We thought you might be short on people with a talent for breaking things.
While it pains me to admit it, you are right. Our deficiency so plain to see.
It might have been a lifetime ago, but I was once one of the scions assigned to the Shroud. I know this forest well. I know your people. And I know we will be stronger if we fight this fight together.
Then I will impose upon you with a clear conscience. Come, let us speak of how to integrate our forces.
Are you gonna do any more with your Lala, Smooth? Meanwhile, in Cursus,
There you are. We've no time to waste, brother. Everyone has already...
well, in case we weren't already sad. I miss him a lot.
That was a roar. A dragon's roar.
Meanwhile, in the Ruby Sea,
And so, in summation, the Eastern Alliance, as well as the Honorable Lord Lolorito himself, reached out to me for assistance in procuring these treasures of the divine, and I, in turn, do beseech the Confederacy for aid.
Is that...
Hancock?
Sort of
What a
fun.
surprise this is.
Like, why does
And a
everything make
fortuitous
me
one
want
at
to
that.
cry?
I have a favor to ask, you see.
Crybaby, hi Rift, I do see you this time. It's also emotional, and these are all people that we've shared so much time and adventures and everything with, and it's a lot. Like, it's good, but it's a lot. And I also cry really easily. It's totally fine. Did you ask me something just now? I had to step away. I just asked if you had done any more on your Lalafell. You probably shouldn't keep chopped onions on your desk while streaming. I know it's a bad idea. I really need to talk to whoever maintains my desk, because yeah, it's not good. Do you see, this is why yesterday, Rift, I was like, I should probably just make sure I have the thing done, because again, I don't know how close we are, but it feels like we're getting close, you know? Even though that also made me cry, but it's totally fine. You got 2 levels last night, and you know you're almost level 30. Oh my god, you were going so fast. That's so exciting. Though our friends are searching for refined adamantite and sacred relics, we will only know if they meet your requirements once they have arrived. In the meantime, is there aught else we might do to be of service? You've already done more than enough. I know how close you are. I know. Everybody else who is here who has already finished Endwalker probably knows how close I am to, like, the big, you know, the ends. Well, not like the end, but like the ends, you know, and like, yeah, I know. But this is why I was like, I feel like it's better to just like get those out of the way and then not have to worry about being in the middle of it, and then it's like, oh, you have to go do this other thing. But yeah, I feel like things are building up. To be fair, you and Dev helped me a lot. I'm so glad. And if you need help or just want help, like killing mobs or dungeons or whatever, as you're leveling up, just feel free to poke. I know that there are a lot of people in Mika's world as well who are super helpful, super happy to help. I can't talk, but I am also happy to help. You're about 40 yalms to northeast. Okay, yes, true, yes. Is that 40? I'm bad at distance in real life, let alone in video games, but I would believe that you are correct. If I had to say it though, I could use someone who knows a thing or two about elegant technology. You there, the lad with the red eyes and matching hair, you seem to know more than the average scholar. If only Master Kokol knew how right he was. While he and Graha establish a rapport, why don't we help with preparations for the Great Exodus? Indeed, this would mean going above and beyond the terms of our arrangement, but I propose this not to curry favor. As confident as I am that we will succeed, we must be ready for every eventuality. This would also be an opportunity to familiarize ourselves with the logistics of traversing the Great Expanse. And if nothing else, it beats twiddling our thumbs while we wait for the adamantite. Well, ain't you a bunch of helpful buggers? If you've a mind to lend a hand, I know where you ought to go. Charlotte and Hamlet is lousy with researchers and scholarly types busying themselves preparing for the Exodus. That lot need all the help they can get. Well then, off we go. I should probably open the chest coffer, right? Is it gonna match the style of what the weapons were? Actually, that is really cute, but it doesn't go with what we have, but it's fine. We'll make it work. If I just dyed it outright with that slut. Okay, we can work with it. It's so cute. Okay, that's actually really pretty. I don't think the 2B boots are the best, but we are not attuned to that. It works for now. I love his arms, they're so wavy. Oh, we still have, how much of this map is, that is a big chunk of the map that is undiscovered as of yet. I ain't going that way. I thought, oh, maybe I should have looked at where all of our friends are standing. That probably would have been helpful. From what I can tell, a lot of the people actually live down here. I don't know how much help we can offer, but I dare say they'll benefit from some of that fresh inspiration Scholar Monteshine? I am studying French. I'm trying to learn French, and I don't know how to pronounce that word, and I know that they've said it, but I can't remember. Let's start by asking around, ideally without getting in anyone's way. Let's meet by the Aetheryte once our work is done. So, okay, so we have to go over there. Is this one? It's all of them. Okay. I have like something, I'm pretty sure it's identical. I have a piece that seems identical to this, but I can't remember if it's white mage only. But it is in my glamour dresser, not in my armory chest, and it does not help me here. But it is alright. Helping with the arc, even with all the power Master Kokals managed to squeeze out of the Aetherburner, it's still not enough apparently. And now I hear the final days have arrived. Horrible creatures running rampant all over. If only we'd begun the exodus sooner. People are dying, and there'll be no end to it if we don't fulfill our duties. But we will. We've spent years preparing for this moment. Believe in the plan, and all will be well. Oh, there's an Aetheryte. And blue quests. Why are they both troll related? Hello again, Rifts. I assume you can travel much faster than I can in here, given that I have not gathered aether currents except for in Thavnir. Where there was somebody. Where? Oh, I think I have to go up here for the other person I saw. Yeah. There he is. Oh, hello. Are you one of the new helpers? Working on the Aetherburner. Oh dear, I hear things have come to a standstill on that front. Even so, I choose that over my current duties. Checking and loading samples day in, day out. It's tiring, thankless work. Still, no one will be cross if I misplace a few legumes or what have you. I think some people would be angry about that in the forum. Just a feeling I have. The forum's got enough on their plate as it is, but with deciding who gets to board the Ark and when. Lots of powerful people have opinions about that. I could always take you with me, but where's the fun in that? You mean where's the fun in watching me have a clear destination on a map and still getting lost? Because that happens more often than I would like to admit. My heart goes out to Master Fortuno and the others. Hardly get a moment's rest, I expect. Do they even have time to sleep? Where is our third person that we're supposed to talk to? They're somewhere. I know that they're somewhere. That's too far. Maybe they're this way. I just appreciate that all of you are amused by my lack of a sense of direction and not frustrated by it. When I was learning how to drive, I just accepted early on in my life that I would just be a person who would more often than not probably drive in circles. And that's just the way it is, you know? I would say walk with you through I said I would walk with you through Endwalker. You've been here for so much of it. Offering to help, that's very kind, but I should be able to organize the rest of the documents by myself. It's mostly lists of the things we'll need once we arrive on the moon, and then whichever star we choose as our new home. It's been more like teleport ahead of you, though. I mean, that's fair. Like, I obviously will not be mad if you use your ability to travel faster than I can travel, you know? My duties largely concern the maintenance of living conditions, so I'll be a lot busier after we depart. I hear that our lunar collaborators have come down to assist in our efforts. I'm looking forward to finally meeting them in person after having communicated with them in such a limited capacity thus far. To be perfectly honest, I've not even the slightest idea what they look like. I do hope they're not enormous, looming giants. Why, I would much prefer something small and fluffy like that of a behatted rabbit that ran by. Well, she's gonna be happy to know the form of the Loporits. And the Loporit in question is somewhere there. Hi, Living Way. Fancy meeting you here, Stardust. Our friends in the forum brought us to see their teeny tiny toy boat, which was quite impressive considering they didn't use any creation magics. What we're really interested in is Aetherius itself, though we now find ourselves in a sort of funny underground miniaturized version of it. We were hoping the forum would give us a guided tour, but appears they're rather preoccupied. Honestly, all that time to prepare and they're still not ready. You're not wrong. She's not wrong. You know, they probably had how many years did they have to like get the Ark ready? But you know what? It's totally fine. We'll make it work. I suppose we'll just have to show ourselves around, or at least that's what we were planning to do until we chanced upon Urianger and your good self. Since you're both dawdling about engaging in idle chit-chat, perhaps you could show us a few points of interest. Won't that be fun? Because exactly what we are doing is just idle chit-chat. A tour of Labyrinthos. An unexpected yet prudent suggestion. Given the similarities betwixt this artificial environment and Bestway's burrows, would it be in our best interests to have the Loporits acquaint themselves with those conditions deemed optimal by their Charlayan collaborators? I fear, however, that continued reliance upon my limited knowledge would risk narrowing rather than broadening their perspectives. Mayhap thou art better suited to lead this adventure. What a marvelous idea! Might we begin with that great big what's-it over yonder? Ah, yes, the what's-it. I shall leave its explanation to Stardust. Okay, bye, Urianger, who definitely doesn't want to be here. Okay, now we go this way. Goodness me, to build something so large without creation magics is positively stupendous. Perhaps you could direct our attention to its most important features. Search for the app. Oh, no, I hate this mechanic thing. I don't enjoy this. The mushroom-like thing is very... That's the wrong button. It's very descriptive. The metallic tube is straightforward enough. Is that water I hear from inside that great big tube? It must be because of those cogs on that gigantic wheel at the top. Oh, I see. That's how they draw up the water. There's probably some sort of spiral-shaped mechanism inside it, too. The tanks? Those? It's a little hard to see from here, but is that a golden pipe connected to the top of those tanks? And I can see through that window another pipe at the bottom. Ah, this must be for purifying water drawn up from below. What is the mushroom thing? Is this the mushroom thing? I guess so. That looks like the trees in Greatest Endsvale. Hold on, that's a bit of a strange shape. It's thin at the bottom, but big and round at the top. Quite tall for something so unbalanced, too. Now it makes sense. That's where they store the water. Well, if I were to hazard a guess, water drawn from underground, presumably with some other mechanism, is purified here and stored in that tower before being distributed elsewhere. I'm right, aren't I? I knew it. A design brilliant in its simplicity. I dare say it would take only a moment to install it in even the harshest of environments. For us Loporits, that is. Indeed, securing a reliable source of water is of the utmost importance for any fledgling settlement. We have read, however, that peoples of Aethera sometimes make their homes in arid deserts and such. How are they able to survive? They're multiplying. The Loporits? Many settlements in Thanalan are built near an oasis. Areas near waterfalls are common sites for villages in Garabania. So wherever you choose to live, you're never far from water. Oh dear, I worry we won't be able to procure the necessary amounts. We can provide enough water to keep them from drying out completely, but it would appear they rely on it far more than we'd anticipated. A few adjustments may be in order once we've calculated the average rate of consumption per individual. It may also be worth learning more about how exactly they obtain their water in the first place. Master Alphino spoke of the machinery responsible for that feat during our journey through Logisticon Alpha, did he not? Mayhap the Loporits will share his appreciation for the engineering marvel. Oh yes, that sounds absolutely splendid. We must journey beyond the sanctuary of Charlayan Hamlet. I shall lead the way. You mean we'll have to brave the untamed wilderness? A valid concern indeed. We could not help but notice the many dangerous-looking creatures with big, nasty teeth lurking beyond the safe confines of the settlements. Were we not escorted here by burly custodians, I dread to think what would have become of us. Regrettably, too many a hungry predator with the aforementioned big, nasty teeth, Loporits may appear to be a potential and rather appetizing source of sustenance. Might I impose upon thee to assist in securing safe passage to Logisticon Alpha? For my part, I shall act as an escort to Living Way and Cooking Way. I entrust Singing Way and Growing Way to thy care. A more valiant protector they could not wish for. Godspeed. If it's all the same to you, I'd rather not be eaten by some horrid beastie. Come along, Growing Way, to the water extraction what's it. I love that they call everything they don't know what it is a what's it. It's so precious. Yeah, to be fair, these things are fairly scary, even as not a tiny, cute, adorable little bunny. But we can murder him, no problem. Easy peasy. Thank you so much. I really hope this water extraction what's-it is worth these harrowing experiences. All part of the fun, some might say, but I'd rather not be burnt to a crisp if it's all the same to you. I think that makes a lot of sense. I do not blame them. I don't think we need the map up anymore. My friends, I bid you welcome to Logisticon Alpha. Our destination doth lie at the lift's top. Pray follow me. And up we go. You'll need to use this lift should you wish to go to the medial circuit. Let me know if you are headed that way. Yep. Let's go. Marvelous. Simply marvelous. So this is where the magic, or science rather, takes place. The perfect environment to sustain life, artificially created. The knowledge we'll gain here will be essential when we start looking for new stars for your kind to inhabit. Apparently, most of them don't even have air for you to breathe. You're all very lucky that Aetherius just so happens to provide everything you need to thrive. Or did mankind turn out the way they are because of the available resources, I wonder? Either way, it's nothing short of miraculous, and I cannot wait to see more of it. I wonder what these are. Are they gonna look okay? You can barely see them, so that is fine. This is all very wonderful, I'm sure, but I was rather hoping to learn more about your nourishment provision facilities. In other words, where is the food? I believe both the knowledge and consumables you seek may be found at Merrill Agronomics. As I imagine Singing Wei and the others intend to study every conceivable facet of this apparatus, wouldst thou be so kind as to escort our visiting culinarian? Yes, that sounds much more interesting. Hopefully, I'll be able to see firsthand some of the delicacies Urianger was telling me about. Even his incredibly vivid, if a bit too verbose, descriptions cannot compare to sampling them myself. Not to mention, Aetherius will soon be no more, so I must learn all I can while there is still time. Let us brook no further delay. You know, cooking Wei is a lobbered after my own heart. I still can't get over how good that armor looks. I love it so much. Oh, we have to go back here. I remember this place. This is the place, yes? The heady aroma was enough to guide me here, and I've spotted several of the fruit and vegetables featured in our compendium. I'd dearly love to try some, but I read that those who help themselves to a farmer's crops without permission are often caught and put into pies. Where did she read that, I wonder? Perhaps you could ask whoever's in charge if they would be willing to part with a few samples. Oh, apparently cooking Wei is icky. I'm sorry for misgendering you, friends. I will remember. And there's a blue quest. But that is not why we are here. What a fine mess this is. Ah, it's you, the one who climbed down the mine shaft. I'd show you around if I could, but I rushed off my feet preparing for the exodus. With Red Mage done, you have 790s? Congratulations. Gotta figure out what class is next. Remind me what the other options were that you presented when we were talking about it before? I am completely blanking. And I'm not the only one. We've all got to find ways to do what we do down here, up there. First on the moon, then on whichever star the Forum decides will become our new home. It's all so sudden, so unreal. Don't you want to go to the moon? Well, it's better than waiting for the final days to claim us. But no matter how carefully it's all planned, we'll never be able to take every variety of flora and fauna with us. Even the ones we can take may not survive in their new environment. So many species doomed to extinction. Sorry, that's not what you came to talk about, is it? Nothing quite so dire, I assure you. We merely wish to sample a little of your produce, if we may. By all means, help yourselves. Much appreciated, my good fellow. So, where to begin? The hunt train person is back. I say back. They might not have ever left, but it's been a few days since I've seen their name in the chat. Oh, I know what these are. Grapes, yes? Monk 65, Ninja 63, Black Mage 61, Summoner 61, Bard 50, Dancer 60. Didn't Black Mage just get like a huge buff with the new patch? I feel like I saw that somewhere. You know Samurai did? Samurai is so fun. I'm really liking it. I'm still kind of confused as to how to play it optimally, but it is a lot of fun just pressing all of the glowy buttons for the combos. Well, out of those, I would personally probably choose either Black Mage or Bard. Let's see if they're as delicious as they look. Black Mage or what? Bards. I really like Bard, actually. So sweet, so sour, the taste is much like a ripe philosopher's carrot, and yet the texture is entirely different. The contrast between the outer skin and the fruit within is most peculiar, though far from unpleasant. Yes, I think I'll try another. Well, that's certainly given me food for thought, though in a far less visceral manner than any philosopher's carrot. But tell me, what is your opinion of grapes? I'd brave an erupting volcano for a choice bunch. Wow, these are can I just say I like grapes in like a normal way? Because I do like grapes. But I don't know if I would brave an erupting volcano, but it's like in between that and meh, but it's not meh. I guess we'll go with the volcano one. Black Mage got a slight buff on 2 abilities. Okay. I don't know enough about Black Mage to know what the buff was. All I know is that in the Discord for my FC, people were like debating about the buff and like how apparently it's like a slight to red mage players, but I don't quite I don't know enough about either of them or playing them at that like in like the savage tier or ultimates to really understand what they were talking about, but that's the only way that I knew that it got a kind of buff, because I have not read the patch notes because I am very scared of being spoiled for anything that's coming in the story, and am afraid that there would be something that would like spoil something for the story in there, since it has new MSQ stuff. Yes, they are rather Moorish, aren't they? And from what I've read, quite versatile too. Something about people stepping on them to make intoxicating beverages, as I recall. Anyway, that's enough about grapes for the time being. On to the next treat. Which is right here. Oh, that's really close. I don't know why I thought it would be further away. Orange by name, orange by nature. What came first, the fruit or the color? Who cares? Let's eat. Yes, that's equal parts sweet and sour as with the grapes, yet nothing alike. I may have to consult Oriange about expanding my vocabulary. I simply cannot find the words to describe it. Perhaps what I'm looking for is bitter. This is all very complicated, you know. So many flavors, so many choices, and each individual with their own personal preferences. Now I see why you all turned your noses up at the idea of eating nothing but carrots. Marvelous though they still are in my estimation, let no one say I said otherwise. Ah, but speaking of carrots, I've yet to sample any of the vegetables. Let's see what's in that field over there. Black Mage got a buff on a trait that increases magic damage. It's a 2% increase. I know 2% is like a small number, but I feel like that would make a really big difference actually in terms of like your overall damage, right? Like that 2% could ramp up to be like a pretty big number. That color, that texture, are they some sort of enormous round carrots? No? In any case, proper nomenclature is less of a concern than the taste. It's so hard and flavorless, I may as well be chewing on a piece of wood. That all but confirms it. These are nothing more than misbegotten failures masquerading as goodly carrots. Stop, stop, stop. Can't you see these are pumpkins? And no one with any sense would try eating them raw. You're supposed to cook them first. Did you not find it an awful bother? Far from it. Cooking is a joy unto itself. And what's more, it broadens the range of ingredients that we may safely eat. But above all else, cooking allows us to draw out the full potential of our produce. Pumpkin stew has been one of my favorite dishes for as long as I can remember. Then perhaps even these hard blocks of plant matter can become as delicious as the orange I sampled. I wonder though, if there is anything even more delicious, how about that yellow fruit over yonder? Are they lemons? Is that a lemon? I think it's a lemon. What a wondrous fragrance. With luck, it'll have a flavor to match. As I've no idea how these are eaten, I'll just bite into it. Oh gosh. My tongue, is this poison? A lemon? You mean it's supposed to taste like this? How can something so similar to an orange be so revolting? I'm entirely convinced that hunt trains are just following you, but I've never even done one. But it's the same person. Every time that we've seen them in the world chat, it's like the same person, I think, or the same two people posting all the messages. Maybe I'm the one being hunted? Well, that's a terrifying thought. I don't want to be hunted. It may be some time before my palate recovers from this ordeal. As such, I'd best call an end to this round of sampling. Let's say our farewells and return to the others. He didn't mean it like that. Oh wait, I have to go up here. I can read a map, I promise. Somewhat. Finished, have you? I trust you found something to your liking. I'm rather enamored with the grapes and the oranges. Less so the pumpkin, though I learned the hard way that they're not to be eaten raw. But it is odd every zone you do a miscue when the hunt train starts. I have never seen this in any other expansion zones. It's only Endwalker that this happens, but it's literally every single time. It is quite baffling. Then there was the lemon, the deceiver. I still feel so violated. First time, was it? I'd hate for you to leave with a bad taste in your mouth, in more ways than one, so I'll give you this lemon muffin I baked. If this doesn't change your opinion, nothing will. More lemon? Have I not suffered enough? Nevertheless, it would be remiss of me to spurn this opportunity to, a bit of sick came up there, learn more of your inscrutable ways. Very well, lemon muffin, do your worst. Oh? This is delicious. Although I still detect a hint of lemon, it complements the sweetness of the dough to create a perfect harmony. I never would have guessed its vile bitterness could be utilized so elegantly. My good chap, this is simply breathtaking. See, we rarely use lemon in its natural state, but it has a starring role in all sorts of recipes, and the same is true for many other ingredients. It comes down to making the most of the resources at our disposal, and sometimes that can even be the difference between life and death. I know we won't be able to take every species with us. No doubt the Forum agonized over what was worth preserving, and what will be consigned to history. Hard choices, but make them we must if we're to survive. Such strength of will. Now I know what Heidelin sees in your kinds. Mankind's, the Loporrits, we were both born from the accumulated knowledge of the ancients. They learned all there is to learn about the nature of sentient life and the fates of the stars themselves. Once a civilization has fulfilled the basic requirements for survival, it will inevitably seek to eliminate all forms of negativity and achieve perfection. And therein lies its folly, and its downfall. For perfection is an unattainable ideal. 'Tis the paradox of the immaculate carrot. Yet civilizations since time immemorial have deemed the pursuit of perfection as progress. They pay no heed to the cost incurred in their futile quest, and all too often become the architects of their own demise, their dreams forever unfulfilled. What, then, is the alternative? The answer lies in knowing that our existence can never be perfect, to be content with what we have and make the most of it. When life gives you lemons, make lemon muffins. I love that. Pardon my Orzian, but what in the seven hells are you on about? And who are you anyway? Cooking Way, at your service. I'm here to help prepare for the trip to the moon. And once you get there, you'll be able to try my carrots. I've been growing all different kinds. But don't worry, there'll be room for your crops too. We'll work together to preserve as many of Aetherius' species as possible if you're up to the challenge. Yes, of course. I look forward to it. Well, this has all been highly productive. Probably. Let's go see if Urianger and the others have run out of machinery to inspect, shall we? Where did cooking way go? Oh, all the way over there. Okay. Hello, Rifts. Goodbye, Rifts. Have you had a chance to get into any of the new stuff yet? Don't mind me, just riding a giant bird in a building. Totally normal. Nothing to see. That was most enlightening, especially the part with the lemon muffin. You forgot to finish your quest? Oh no! Actually, I was wondering, do you know of any other places famed for their cuisine? Limsa is home to the Culinarians Guild and many less than savory establishments. The Far East has oodles of noodles. I'm gonna go with the Far East. Would that I had time to visit. The more I learn of Aetherius, the more I wish we could spare it from the final days. Alas, Heidelin's orders are to flee, not to resist. If only there was some other way. If you have to go finish your quests, then definitely go do that. That is all good. You did stuff with Moody today, but didn't finish the quests. I hope it was fun doing this stuff. From what I can tell, people are really enjoying the new content. So that's very exciting. I trust thy time at Merrill Agronomics did bear fruits. Our own efforts too were rewarded. We now possess an embarrassment of educational riches. No doubt our guests' relentless pursuit of knowledge could occupy them and us for a fortnight. Alas, time is of the essence. Let us return to Charlotte and Hamlet forthwith. I shall gladly attend to each and every loporate there should further questions within my power to answer arise. Your current objective is here. Well, as long as you don't forget to finish the quest at some point. Aw. I thought there would be more dialogue there, but that's a-okay. We are going here. Yes, Sardis, that was indeed me verbalizing a sigh to express my emotional state. Do you want to know why? Because I saw the reconstructed environmental data for Aetherius at Logisticon Alpha, that's why. A forest so lovely and so leafy. Are all of your forests like that? The Black Shroud is quite leafy indeed, and a place of utmost tranquility. Their verdant, at least, the trees of Gervania stand particularly proud. You should see the forest. The first one was purple. I think we'll talk about the shroud. Gasp! Gasp, I say! With a star so wonderful, it comes as no surprise that you're reluctant to leave it behind. I was a fool to think otherwise, to assume that the moon was something worth being proud of. No, it is something worth being proud of. How ridiculous we must seem to you, trying so hard yet achieving so little. Not at all. Thy works are no less worthy for their uniqueness. I thought I heard tiny voices. Thancred. How didst thou fare? Oh, I was able to glean a fair bit from the researchers while helping to move their cargo. Preparations have proceeded without interruption here despite news of the coming ends. We have the forum's leadership to thank for that. That doesn't mean people aren't worried, though. Quite the opposite. Knowing disaster could strike at any moment, they hurried to complete their work, equally aware that a single error could be the difference between life and death, and we can hardly tell them there's no cause for concern. Perhaps not. Though aided by our goodly growing way, we may yet find other ways to lighten their burden. Me, be used to people? I'm honored that you would think me so capable, but I'm not sure that I'm up to the challenge. Nevertheless, I believe in thee. If you say so, I suppose it can't hurt to try. I passed someone moping in the western plaza that looked to be in need of a helping paw. Perhaps you might start with him. 'Tis as good a place as any. Come. And off they go. Oh, can I help you? It is you who would help me. Is my anxiety truly so obvious? A burden shared is a burden eased. Pray, tell us of thy troubles. Those little fellows do look like good listeners. I'm an engineer, you see, and what they say of the ship, that it's the sum of decades of Charlian ingenuity, that it's built with peerless, elegant technology, is all true, but I know that none of that's a guarantee. We've never before launched a starfaring vessel, let alone flown it into the great expanse. All the tests we've run have been on the grounds. Only operational personnel and cargo will be aboard for the first voyage, but even so, if it fails us then, what can we do? And if it doesn't, it could fall apart on the next flight or the one after that. We've done everything we can to prevent that from happening, but it hardly matters. We thought the ether burner's design was flawless too, and look at how that turned out. Thou art familiar with these most daunting technologies, and thus dost thou hold the power to allay his fears. Oh, I'm not sure about that, but, well... Maybe you could tell me if there were any aspects of the ship's design that you're especially worried about. Our ability to walk about and perform our tasks, for one. I've devised the means by which to employ gravity, a spatio-temporal spell, to regulate the environment, but what if that's not strong enough? What if everyone floats away and begins crashing into things as soon as we've left the star? Ah, gravitation. Maybe I can be of help after all. Up there is not so different from down here, you see. The same rules apply, and if you consider them as part of one great big cosmos rather than separate places. I suspect both parties shall find comfort in this conversation. Yet, if Thingrid's tale be true, still others would benefit from insights born of experience. Might I prevail upon the Loporrits to attend them? An excellent idea, if I do say so myself. There is naught we'd like more than to ease the hearts of the fine people of Aetheris and learn more about them while we're at it. Full glad am I to hear it. Gather thy companions and bring them hither. Stardust, thou hast the gift for finding souls in need of succor. Pray seek thee out words, please. Pray seek thee out the distressed and the apprehensive, and inform them that help is at hand. I shall await them here, that I might introduce each to a suitable Loporrit. Oh, I do so look forward to that. A place for every Loporrit and every Loporrit in their place. This is a very large area we have in which to find people. Apologies, but I am awaiting a delivery. Whatever it is will have to wait. Seems this gleaner is too busy to chat for his benefit or otherwise. Alright. This is a very large area. I don't know which way to start looking. Oh, there's somebody. Just leave me to my misery. The Forum can appoint someone else. I apologize. I simply don't know what to do. How am I supposed to pilot the Ark if I'm already falling apart under the pressure? You know a starship pilot that I might speak with, truly. Well then, there's no time to waste. They can help me prepare for this monumental task. Alright, we got one. There's another one over here, then another one on the other side. Is anything bothering me? Well, I've been loading cargo for bells now, so my back feels like a void sense plated as a piano. My feet and knees as drums and cymbals too. Alright, he's okay. Have you heard anything of what's on the moon? I have no doubt that we can make it up there, but the searching for a new star part of the plan sounds awfully vague to me. I asked the Forum, but they will only tell us that our collaborators have everything under control. Forgive me, but I don't feel particularly safe wandering through the sea of stars on gods know what made by gods know who. You mean to say that I can speak with them directly? Amazing. I hope they like questions. And off he goes. Worries, worries. No, I believe I'm fine, thank you. I've been confiding in my colleagues and it's helped a lot. Can't recommend it enough. Alright, you are good. Wasn't there somebody else by the Aetheryte that had the little quest marker of 2 people? Oh, 3 people even. Consult our collaborators. I suppose that would be more effective than sitting here brooding. I'm attempting to calculate how much cargo we can consolidate into fewer trips should the Aetherburner make our original estimates unfeasible. But there are simply too many variables. I feel as if my brow will turn inside out. But perhaps our lunar associates will have more insight into how much weight constitutes too much weight for our purposes. Thank you for letting me know. How might I help you? My, what a lovely idea. I too noticed people becoming rather tense, so I rushed out to pluck some fresh and fragrant tea leaves. Now, I need only track down 100 or so cups. But don't you worry, I can manage. I hope your plan to cheer everybody up goes well. She's doing better than we are. Wow. That's... Why did I have to say that? My face? What's wrong with my... Ow, perhaps I am a bit tense. I was tasked with ensuring that the proper fauna, and only the proper fauna, are brought with us to the moon. However, the suitability of a few species is still under debate, and I can hardly make the decision myself when I know so little about the environments up there. Including the Loporrits in our discussion is a wonderful idea. I absolutely will, thank you. Perhaps their biology itself might offer some clue as well. Halfway there. You. Yes, you idiot. Have you seen an envelope lying about? This imbecile refuses to give me the alchemic I ordered without that bloody slip of parchment. Unless your friends have a spell to make me remember where I dropped my damned envelope, I doubt they'll be more help than you. You've wasted enough time already. He is so mean. You're back home from Tucson? Welcome home. I hope you had a safe travel, a safe trip, a safe travel. My brain is melting, I think. I hope you had a safe trip home, Afearson. You seared the top layer of your skin from the sun. Did you get lobster red or do you tan? From my family, I inherited the sunburn instantly never tan gene, and I'm very sad. You molt? That is certainly an image I now have in my brain. The end of the world is nigh, yet the work goes no faster. Schedules are such temperamental things. Feasible one moment, utter bollocks the next. There's an Afearson-sized skin shell laying in the middle of my living room. I like so little about that sentence. And yet, I've never felt so alive. This one is beyond your help. Only sleep can save her now. Oh wait, is she? Hold up, was she dancing? She was. Oh wait, what dance is this? I've seen you guys do it. Yeah, she is certainly having a time. What am I thinking about? The medical facilities on the ship, of course. I designed them with the assistance of our sages and Kerrigans, but to imagine every illness or injury that one might face in that great expanse is beyond any of us, to say nothing of the effects that living out there indefinitely might have on the body. The crew from the moon? Why did I not think of that? And off they go. Okay, we just need to find 3 more people that need help. Probably not this guy, but I'm gonna talk to him anyways. Concerns? Nay, there's no point in worrying at this stage. It'll only make the work go that much the slower. Alright. They're over there. Is there anybody this way that we can talk to? Oh, there's somebody. Oh my god. 56 bunches of weeds on the ground, 56 bunches of weeds, rip one out, add to the mound, 55 bunches of weeds on the... I'm not neglecting my duties, I swear. I was in need of a little break, you see, but then I found myself unable to relax at all, so I went on a walk, and then I noticed these weeds, and she is me. 100%. Pleasant conversation partners and oh so fuzzy. Goodness me, that does sound like a much better way to relax. Okay, now where are the last 2? Could they be up here? Oh, probably the person who's hyperventilating could use some help. By the gods, my chest is tight. Am I dying? Is this what dying feels like? Oh, do pardon me. I didn't see you there. There's no cause for concern, I assure you. No cause for concern, even though we may need to depart at any moment, and if the hull I designed buckles under the strain, the entire vessel may explode on launch, claiming countless lives and dooming all mankind. But that is highly unlikely. Yes, highly unlikely. Highly. Our visitors can help me triple check for structural flaws, you say? Why, that would be wonderful. I'm breathing more easily already. Okay, where is our last person? Can I go in here? Nope. Okay, not there. There we go. Blasted assistants, where have they gone off to at a time like this? Beg pardon, but I have not the time for idle chit-chat. I need to reconfirm the ether levels are consistent throughout the vessel's machinery, and it seems I shall have to do so single-handedly. I swear when I find those assistants of mine. The Loporits are willing to help. Why didn't you say so? At least they won't moan about how they checked 24 times already and haven't slept in weeks, lazy sods. Okay, we did it. We found everybody that needs our help. Ow. Behold, Stardust. Through thine efforts, word hath spread throughout Labyrinthos. Verily, to a far greater number than we anticipated. Livingway doth gather more loporits as we speak. I shall assign each in accordance with their skills, that new bonds of friendship might be forged. Should greater matters require not thine attentions, watch over them, I prithee.
Phew! Oh, finally some rest! Why, I haven't spoken so much in, well, in forever.
Lively, isn't it? The town is abuzz. Everyone eager to meet with our friends from the moon.
Twould behoove you to consult with Sleepingway. As our moon's pilot, his advice should be most pertinent.
I'm impressed. Truth be told, I struggle to tell one from another. No offense intended, of course.
None taken. After you and your friends left Mare Elementorum, we spent no small amount of time with your Urianger. Oh, the conversations we had. He told us all about Atheris, answered our every question, no matter how trifling or trivial. Look! Every page filled to the margins with knowledge. When I first arrived, I was struck by how little I knew. It was daunting. But then I realized that were it not for Urianger and his teachings, we'd still be stuck on the moon, gazing at your world and wondering what we've been missing.
They sound like Paimon? Yeah, Livingway kind of does a little bit. I could see that.
What would they think if they could see Urianger now? I dare say they'd be more than a bit surprised. And impressed, no doubt. Master Louisoix, Minfilia, Papalimo, and not to forget.
Oh there. Heard there was a visiting expert who we might bother with a few questions. I take it you'd be the one.
Yes, I am.
Something is...
Wilson and Blovida, Sharlayan's foremost researchers in the field of teleportation magic, and Moonbreeder's parents.
Oh no.
It hath been some time. Tis good to see you in good health.
Likewise, old friend. Blovida and I were most honored to answer the call. Never expected this reunion, though, did we, dear?
Arthur, the nerve. Sending that letter, then running off to the gods know where. Do you have any idea how worried we were?
He thought they were gonna be angry, but they're not.
I'm sorry. 'Twas remiss of me not to deliver the news in person. No, more than that. 'Twas I who...
Our daughter was disillusioned after Master Louisoix left her behind. The day the Scions called upon her was the happiest I'd seen her in years.
I'm fine. I'm
made her
yeah,
every
I'm
choice
fine.
of her
I'm
own free
fine.
will. No one could have ever forced her to do otherwise. Don't blame yourself for her death. Celebrate her life. You know that's what she'd want.
If there is one thing we resent with you, it was that we couldn't be together alone with you.
He's been so scared of this reunion for so long. And all they have, like, they just did. Yeah, I'm fine. We'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Penned in that shaky hand. We must have cried as much for you as we did for her.
I'm sorry. I truly am. I knew not what to say. Knew not how to express my feelings. The poems and platitudes of wiser men, musings on sadness and loss, studied and memorized, and meaningless in the moment.
Silly boy. We are all powerless before such grief. Even now, try as I might, the words escape me. But in our hearts, we know, we always know.
I remember when you were young, how the lads teased you for choosing the company of books over others. Our moon didn't take kindly to that. Be nice to Urianger, she'd shout, and give them a walloping. No matter how many times we scolded her.
So we offered a suggestion. Rather than starting fights, why don't you be the bridge between Urianger and the others? She had to mull it over for a while, arms crossed, brow furrowed in intense thought. But from that day on, she never let you be alone. She'd drag you outside to play, pepper you with endless questions, read the same books you read, all to try and understand you that much better. I'm sure it was annoying and exhausting at the time, but she only ever had the best of intentions.
And look at you now, at the center of the crowd. The reason there even is a crowd, having brought these people together. You've no idea how proud we are.
To see the boy, our daughter, trusted and believed in more than anyone, grow into the man she always knew he could be. I can see her in you too. Feel her. She walks with you wheresoever you go. So thank you, Urianger, for being who you are.
I think I can feel her too. The truth of her life. Not sorrow, but hope and love.
It's about time someone made it about him. I know. I will admit it took me longer than anyone said. Like I can't talk. It took a really long time for me to warm up to Urianger. But I love him so much, and I'm so happy because he's done so much and he's gone through so much, and there's so much that he has shouldered for everybody else, and this is so nice. Like he gets to hear that they're proud of him, and that he gets to have this much. I can't talk, but I'm really happy for him, even though I'm crying. This is like, I'm so. He deserves this, is what I'm trying to say. Keep living my face in the background.
This moon breeder. She was important to him, wasn't she?
You could ask the man himself.
I'm glad you understand what I'm trying to say.
Oh, no. But watching this exchange reminds me how much I've yet to learn about your world. And its people.
You can live here your entire life and hardly learn a thing. And that's why it's too soon for this to end.
Oh, Stardust, be assured that I am fine. I am. Full glad to see them too, after so very long. Gladder still that it was in your company. As difficult as it was to accept their kindness, would have been far harder had I faced them alone. I love him so much. But I think this is a perfect stopping point for tonight. With a lot of emotion. I'm also a little bit nervous that like whatever we start next is going to like kickstart a chain of things that I won't want to stop. So we'll pick it back up here again tomorrow. Thank you guys, everybody, for hanging out, whether you're chatting or lurking or anything in between. I appreciate all of you so much. I hope you all have a really good rest of your nights. I will see you guys again tomorrow. Good night, guys.